and welcome to the 10th vlog for November. My name is Zakia. I hope that you're all doing well. Um, yeah, so it's pretty much going to be the only clip for today. It is 10 o'clock. It just turned 10 o'clock, so there you go. Um, yeah, I really haven't been doing all that much today. I recorded a little clip earlier of me binding. Oh, thank goodness it's in here because I totally did not remember. So I'm just gonna jump in. It'll be, like I said, the only clip for today, so it'll be a short video. Um, so I wanted the needles that this shawl was on for another project that I haven't yet started, but I wanted the needles, which meant I needed to finally bind it off. So this, okay, I'm going to show it to you first and then we'll talk about details. Look at it, it's all done. So the only thing is that it hasn't been blocked yet, but I kind of wanted to show it off. And I need to take a picture of it also before I block it so that I can show it again. But yeah, so it's all done. I love it. So this is the Siki shawl, Siki, by Dawn Henderson. It's a free pattern. It's on Ravelry. I don't think that she has the pattern anywhere else. I'll check when I leave my show notes down below. But yeah, I will make like a very obvious note if the link does go to Ravelry for anyone that is not using it. But yeah, so it's finished. I knit this out of, here are my yarns. I knit this out of Stranded Dye Works in the Meddlesome colorway. Oops, it's kind of blowing out there. Anyway. There, but duh. Hold it closer to the camera. So there's the yarn. It's gonna look really good with blue jeans. So I'm loving it. It's not really showing up the right color on screen. But anyway, I did literally just the bind off. I didn't do a row before anything. Hindsight, I feel like I should have, but it's okay. It'll be fine. So I did my bind off in Super Crafty Girl, who I don't think is dyeing anymore. And this is the Love Knots colorway. I just had a mini that I bought a few years ago and hadn't used. So I just used it at the end of the shawl, literally just for the bind off. And I love it. I think it's gonna look super good. So this top part will, the whole pattern will like open up and stretch out like this way, and it'll make a straight edge at the top. It's hard to do while trying to show somebody else. It's hard to like hold it and stretch it all at the same time. But that's done. So I'm not counting it completely done just yet because I really need to block it for it to even look right, but it's off the needles. And then I'm not going to show you Snape. Sorry, there's something on my table, which is where y'all are sitting right now. I did like 100 stitches on Snape. I wasn't really feeling like stitching today because you're probably seeing this later. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep uploading each day like by itself, or if this will be in a little montage with a few days of November. You'll know as you're watching this. But yesterday, the 9th, I filmed, had everything ready. I tried to edit and everything on my tablet, and the tablet was fighting me. The program was talking about I didn't have enough space. Whatever. Yeah, so that was a thing. And then I was like, it's fine. The laptop still lets me edit. Yeah, it didn't go up yesterday, which you will know by the point that you're watching this. It was very frustrating, and I was I was very frustrated after trying to work with that last night. So I just ended up sitting down and knitting and saying, you know what, I'm just going to work on this stuff. And I guess that carried over into today. I just wanted to keep knitting. So I worked a little bit on the cardigan, but again, I'm not going to show it to you because I'm just going back and forth right now. So it's going to look like the same exact thing that you saw the last time. But I worked on that last night, not today. And then, so after I finished the Siki shawl, I decided I should, because the project that I'm going to start will be using scraps. So I thought maybe you should work on your scrappy dot cushion. So I always call it the wrong name. But it's called the Squishy Dot Cushion by Kate Celine. It's a free pattern on her website. She has a few free patterns too. You should totally look at them. And it's on smaller circular needles than the needles have right now. But you can see you start at the center and then you increase out. And that's what I'm doing right now. You can see the stitches are very bunched up on the needle, but basically I'm knitting a pillow. So she calls it a cushion, but pillow, same difference. So I'm going to make a giant bed pillow to, lean back against and hang out if I want to sit in bed and knit. So it's not, let me see if I can, here's the center, this hole. So it's not necessarily very big right now. In the pattern, I think and again, it's free, so I'm not like giving any secret sauce away. But in the pattern, I think she says that she knit her sections, because you have markers, so she knit her sections to 30 stitches each before moving on. And because I want mine to be giant, I'm still going. I got to 30 today. I'm not quite sure how many stitches I'm gonna do. I'm thinking maybe let's go to 60 and see where I'm at. Because I can always like put some of the stitches on another needle to actually lay it out and see how big it is. So yeah, I worked a good bit on that. It's all just scrappy, or just scraps of fingering weight yarn. So yeah, I'm just adding in whatever I feel like when I feel like, cutting them when I'm tired of working on them. And because it's a pillow, I'm gonna stuff it. I don't have to weave in any of my ends. Like I'm weaving them in as I join and break the yarns so that they don't come undone, but I'm not gonna like actually go in and weave the rest of that in. Yeah. So I'm not gonna go over the yarn that's in this. It's all scraps, but it's a fun pattern. You should totally check it out. So I worked on that, and then other than that, I have been working on my autumn half wrap, which is, I always say this is not what the project is called. That's the name of my Ravelry page for it. This is the Half and Half Triangles wrap by Pearl Soho. Again, another free pattern. And it's going to be a little weird to show because I have a bunch of wraps and turns over here. So you work short rows to knit one triangle that is half of the wrap, and then when I get up here to the end of this triangle, I'll work another triangle on the other half, and then you have a giant square as your wrap. So anyway, you can see I've been doing all these short rows. And this is where my marker is. So that's where I'm at, like that's where my wraps and turns are right now. So, whoops, there you go. You can see I don't have that much left. I'm really getting there now. I'm super close. This progress keeper, I seriously almost said needle minder. This progress keeper is where I started today. Yeah, I think I moved it up. I'm pretty sure that's right. I moved it up today. So that's how much I've done, and I'm gonna keep going. I will place another marker in the morning or at the end of tonight, whichever, so that we'll know like how much I actually did tonight versus tomorrow. yeah, I'm super excited. So I'm getting there. I'm almost there. That is what it's looking like right now. So, and I don't know, the colors aren't showing up quite right on there. I am using, and I'll take these out also because I'm so close, and I figured to motivate myself, I would go ahead and wind up the skeins for the other side of the shawl. So um, I'm alternating so that it's not like color blockish. So the like speckled skeins for each side are from Rita May Yarns, and this is the Autumn Leaves colorway. If I hold it back, not really. But anyway, this is the Autumn Leaves colorway, and this is chai and raspberries. It's blowing out. It's blowing out on camera, so I don't think it's gonna show it, but it's, yeah, it's totally blowing out. But you can kind of see like some of the pinks and the browns, and yeah. So chai and raspberries and autumn leaves. And then the other side, so this side, as you can see, is very fall. And this side is going to be very just like cozy winter, hanging inside by the fire, just like comfort, very cozy colors. So the two tonals, they're not solid, but the two tonals are from Lolo Did It, her quotable Dumbledore club that she did this year. This one is choices, and this one is words. So yeah, this is totally not showing up right. It's a like beautiful rich brown. It's gorgeous. I'll hopefully I'll get better lighting in a different video. But yeah, so these are the colors for the shawl, and it's coming along well. Like I said, I am almost to the point where I can use these two, so I'm really excited about that. And I'm using, so for the cushion, I'm using my wooden Takumi Clover, or Clover Takumi, whoops, Clover is the company, um, interchangeable needles. They were my first set. I love them. And then on this one, I am, to no one's surprise, using my Chaogu Red Lace twist interchangeables. So yeah, love them. And I don't know if I said, I was gonna say this octopus tentacle is from Cabinet of Curios. Their shop is on a break right now, but I'll still link it below. And yeah, I mean that's really it. Somehow I made it to 13 minutes on this video. I think that's just because I'm telling you all the things at once. Yeah, but I hope everyone had a good Tuesday. It was very just low key and relaxing here, so I hope that y'all are doing well, and hopefully, whether this is in a montage or by itself, hopefully the editing thing gets solved quickly so that I can be putting these out every day. And yeah, I think that's why I didn't really have a lot of clips today too, is because I was frustrated at the thought that I was gonna have to deal with all of the editing stuff again. So it's fine. Um, yeah, okay, enough chit chat. I am going to get back to watching. Okay, I will mention this. Bumble Stitches on FlossTube. So she has recently put out episode 3 of her FlossTube, but I happened to notice, because, I subscribed and everything, so YouTube was recommending a previous video on her channel. She first started, like I did, she first started her channel as a knitting podcast 3 years ago now. So, and maybe closer to 4 years actually. Um, but yeah, so I have been just watching her and hanging out, and yeah, seeing all the knitting. It's really fun too. Because well, I wasn't podcasting just yet, but like I was watching knitting podcast and just really getting into a bunch of the knitting and the fancy yarn and stuff. So it's fun to be reminded of like the patterns that were really popular then and all of that stuff. We're at the point in my binge watching because it's the beginning of 2017. Yeah, everyone's starting their what are they called? Crochet, granny crochet blankets. So yeah, that was oh boy, was that a thing when everyone was starting those. Anyway, I'm enjoying it. So I hope, like I said, that y'all are doing really well. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.